Are you a genius? Are you disciplined? Do you have the tendency to be prepared, to be disciplined, and to be the very best version of yourselves? And when you stay ahead of yourself, you shine light upon a path overwhelmed with darkness, a grey area which brings you down. This isn't normalized in society, which means society lacks discipline, and that is killing you, and you accept it because you're robotic. I'm guessing you didn't know, which is why I'm here to tell you. My name is Syed Maaz Hasan, and I implore that you must deviate from this code and become more disciplined, as discipline is the foundation of the skyscraper that holds your success. Have you ever made a decision for yourselves? Normally, people tend to make a second opinion, or they make a decision or judgment after a plethora of guidance. And that begs the question, are we unable to make a decision for ourselves? See, this is the very thing that's rounding us up and killing us, one by one, as if it was a vendetta sworn upon us. It's the lost art of discipline, and what is lost is nothing compared to what is found. Now, I would like to draw some lines and connect this with the gray area. The gray area is essentially what we do not know. The lost discipline is found within the gray area, and if it's properly modified, it can act as a vessel to our success. And it starts from the very moment we arise from our sleep. Before I went to high school, I was met with two different choices. Forget about assignments, don't stress about anything, live my life. Or robotically follow my schedule, become a shining student. I saw the outcomes of both possibilities through the act of respecting my peers, and I made a decision. I saw that both sides were on the extremes, good and bad, and I thought to myself, why should I follow this code? Why should I be a robot? I carved my own path. I went headfirst into the middle, and discipline was my shovel. Of course, I was calibrated in this direction with the help of my parents, and their implemented discipline allowed me to balance between school and life. Now imagine a student who has faced this quandary before, of which there are many, and they choose to neglect the shovel and go for a path that's already been carved. They would either be submerged in stress or consequences. This made me think, how many people out there are suffering because they chose to neglect the shovel and go for a path that's already been carved? The success that discipline promises isn't something as small as school. It's what fuels and powers our world. Have you ever been to an airport and seen the multitude of flights waiting to be boarded? How do you think the airport manages all those flights and airline carriers manage all those passengers? Well, of course, there's a security, there's a check-in, the boarding, etc., etc. The several processes a passenger goes through to get on his flight ensures the safety of the passenger and guarantees he gets there on time. This is all secured with discipline. Without discipline, catching a flight would be a pandemonium. Even after you've boarded your flight, when the plane is taken off, there are several other planes in the sky. Without the radar system or air control towers, planes would simply collide with each other. We can go deeper. The plane's engine, for example. Everything is so impeccably placed and fixed together without any fault. It's almost as if it's been disciplined and kept in shape. The plane fails to fly without a fixed engine. A person fails to succeed without his discipline. That's the way it works. With the help of discipline, we hurtle towards success, and if anything goes wrong, well, it's the same story as it is with the planes. Everything comes falling down. However, discipline teaches improvisation. Let's take the aviation example once more. If something goes wrong with the plane, the discipline that's taught to the pilots makes them improvise. We can do the same. If something goes wrong in our lives, we improvise, and with the help of discipline, we can go back in order. Being disciplined doesn't mean that there's no room for leniency. That's the whole point of discipline, to avoid being robotic, as that's what's eroding our life. The best way to be disciplined is following a routine. What do you do when you wake up? You probably go on your phone for an hour, not freshen up, not eat anything healthy, and get on with your day. That's wrong. You should follow your routine with passion, and we can only do that if our routine includes leniency. We should make our routine for everything to be balanced and everything to be with right order. That's the right routine. Being disciplined is like the plane of an engine or a car, an engine of a car. When everything is so perfectly placed together, that's the only way we can succeed, which reflects our routine. And if anything goes wrong, then that's how our success fails. Through our discipline comes success and our freedom. Thank you.